Okay, so I'm going to go over this question about Joseph making the pizza. He made this pizza, and we're trying to find the area of the pizza in square inches. It says here to use pi equals 3.14. So I need to find the area of the circle, which means I need to use my reference sheet, and I need to find the formula for the area of the circle. When I look at my reference sheet, I find the shape section that says circle, and I find the formula under the area column that tells me that the area of a circle is equal to pi times the radius squared. And now I need to substitute the information that I know into the formula that I have to be able to find the area. So I bring down the A for area because that's what I'm still missing. For pi, it tells me to use 3.14. So anytime I see pi, I'm going to put in 3.14 instead of pi. And then I can look back at my picture and I notice that the radius, which is halfway across the circle, is 8. So instead of r in my formula, I'm going to put 8. Okay? And now I use the order of operations to solve the rest of the information that I have here, and I do the exponent before I multiply. So I do the 8 squared, which gives me 64. So I bring down 64, then I'm going to bring down the 3.14 for pi, and I'm going to multiply these two numbers out. So I'm going to go over here, and I'll do 3.14 times 64. So I do 4 times 4 is 16. 4 times 1 plus 1 gives me 5, and 4 times 3 gives me 12. I'm going to go down to my second line and put a placeholder. I'm going to do 6 times 4 now, which is 24. Carry my 2. I do 6 times 1 plus 2, which gives me 8. And then 6 times 3 gives me 18. Now my final step is to add these numbers. So I do 6 and 0 is 6. 5 and 4 makes 9. 2 and 8 makes 10. I'll carry my 1. 1 plus 1 plus 8 is also 10. 1 plus 1 gives me 2. Now I'm not quite finished yet because I know that when I have a decimal in my original problem, I have to take the decimal out. Since I took it out 2 times here, I've got to put it back in 2 times for my final answer. And that helps me find the correct answer, which is D. So that matches with the same answer that I got with my work. Okay, so this question says, look at this trapezoid. What is the area of the trapezoid? So I'm going to, again, look at my reference sheet after looking at the picture of the trapezoid. And I'm going to find the formula for the area of a trapezoid. So I find under the shape section, I find trapezoid. And I look at the formula that it gives me for the area of a trapezoid, and I'm going to write down the formula. So the formula for a trapezoid area is area equals 1/2 the height and times the sum of the bases. So now I need to look at the picture that I have in front of me, and I need to find the information that I know and substitute it into the formula that I have for the area of a trapezoid. Now I know that the bases of a trapezoid are the sides that are parallel to each other. So on this particular picture, it becomes the bottom and the top of the trapezoid. So I have 19 and 13 that I'm going to substitute in, where I have base 1 and base 2 because they're the sides that are parallel to each other. And then I'm going to look at the height. The height is how tall the trapezoid is. And in this case, it's 8. So now that I've substituted in the height and I've substituted the 2 bases, I can bring down the rest of my formula and I can solve it out. So now I have area equals 1/2 of 8 times the sum of 19 and 13. So if I follow my order of operations, I'm going to do my parentheses first. So I do 19 plus 13. I'll do 19 plus 13 over here. 9 and 3 makes 12. And then 3 ones makes 3. So I have 32 here. I bring down my 1/2 of 8. Then I bring down my 32. So now I have area equals 1/2 of 8 times 32. Now from here, I would prefer to take 1/2 of 8 because that's easier for me to do than multiplying 8 times 32. So I'm going to take 1/2 of 8, which is 4. So I just did 8 divided by 2. And then I'm going to bring down the 32. So now I have area is equal to 4 times 32. I'm going to come over here and I'm going to do 32 times 4. I'll do 4 times 2 is 8, and then 4 times 3 is 12. And I have area equals 128. So I'm going to go to my list of answers to find the correct answer, and I see that it is B.